All right. I just got the news that Lakhi Sawlani, Toastmaster Lakhi Sawlani, he just passed away this morning. I just got the news from one other Toastmaster. Her name is Gurumurthy Karpa Gala Lakshmi. Okay, she has been my friend for many years on Facebook. And the minute I was told that Lakhi Sawlani died of a heart attack, I mean, I was shocked because just a few minutes ago, I found out Sean Connery died, and I just shared that, and now she informed me that Lakhi Sawlani died this morning. And I'm being very honest with you that I am absolutely shocked. For those of you who do not know who's Lakhi Sawlani, as far as I know, he was my mentor. For me, he was my mentor in Toastmasters. He is the reason why I'm good at public speaking. Colonel Mohammad Murad he has been my mentor in so many things. But before Colonel Mohammad Murad became my mentor, Lakhi Sawlani had taken me under his wing. My 2004 Toastmaster Championship, the invisible string. For those of you who are part of Toastmasters will know that in 2004, I won the Middle East Championship of Public Speaking, or you could call it DTAC, Dubai. The District Toastmasters Annual Convention, DTAC. So in 2004, I've just kept the trophy, and I wish I could show it to you. In 2004, when I decided to undertake the journey of wanting to win the Middle East Championship of Public Speaking, I approached Lakhi Sawlani, who was the senior most member of Dubai Toastmasters. And I was a cocky guy. I was young. You're talking of 2004. This is nearly 16 years ago, and I was cocky. I was full of myself. I thought I knew everything. But I was not winning any trophies. I was just if I got lucky, I would win. But Lakhi Sawlani, he being the senior most Toastmaster, people told me, listen, Loy, if you want to win, go to this guy. He knows the fundamentals. He knows the science of public speaking. He's a great mentor. And to be honest with you, I was very shameless. I just went up to him and asked him, can you be my mentor? He said, yes, Loy. Yes, no problem. And I didn't know who he was. I didn't know what he was. I just knew that he was a part of Toastmasters. Today I can tell you that he's a very accomplished individual. Even those days, very, very accomplished individual, both career-wise, both in terms of professionally, both in terms of everything. But he never made me feel, I was just a young, cocky young man, in my, you're talking of what, in my 20s or something, late 20s. When I went to him, he didn't make me feel like I was a disrespectful young man. He was so humble. He was so nice. And he took me under his wing. And I'm telling you today, if today I know the art of writing, I know the art of blogging, I know the art of vlogging, I know the art of public speaking, I know the art of communication, this, what I'm doing right now with you, if I know all this, it is only because of Lakhi Sawlani. He is the reason why I know communication in terms of written communication and spoken communication. Before that, I was only talking. I was not communicating. I was not a speaker. Lakhi Sawlani made me who I am. This man, he used to take my speech. My speeches were atrocious. He would take my speech, take the whole speech. He would break it down. Really, until then, I never knew what was public speaking. I never knew what was editing. He was a wordsmith. He would take my speech. He would break it down into paragraphs. From the paragraphs, he would break it down into sentences. From the sentences, he would break down to every single word. In my life, I had never been trained that way. He looked at my speech word for word. Loy, what is this? Okay. I met my father. Okay. I met. Could you put another word? This is exactly how he used to do. Could we put another word instead of met? I had to meet. Or my father met me. He would put it active, passive. He would jumble the words. He would say, what about meet, met? What about sat down with him? He was such an amazing mind, such an incredible human being. He was so logical. I mean, I never met a human being like him who could analyze a speech that way. And what was even greater about him was he was so humble, he was so down to earth. He invited me so many times to his house. He made me sit with him so many times. He guided me so many times in his house. And I'll tell you something, every time he would call me to his house, he would give me 1 to 3 hours of his time. Today, I'm at a responsible position in my life. And I can tell you that generosity of giving 1 hour. Today, I don't want to give people even 1 minute for free. He used to give me 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. He used to just give it to me. And today, I think you should know this. The speech, The Invisible String, we had completed nearly, I think, 800 drafts. 800 times we changed it. 800, that means every time there would be a change, he would look at the change, he would read it, and you would tell me, okay, Loy, improve this, change this. He was so incredible that I cannot explain. Every gesture, every movement of my hand, every movement of my shoulder, every movement of my eye, he would tell me, Loy, when you're angry, how would you show anger? Show me your face. Okay, how about moving your eyes like this? How about moving your eyes this way? How about putting your cheeks in? Okay, Loy, how about moving your shoulder a little bit this way? That invisible string, the string that I do this way, we used to actually sit and brainstorm. Okay, should we move the string from the left side? Should we move it from the right side? Should we move it straight from the audience? For those of you who had listened to my speech in Kuwait, the invisible string, where I pull the string from the audience, I'll tell you, it was all Lakhi Sawlani. That trophy that I won in 2004, that I was showing off to the whole world, that was all Lakhi Sawlani. Yes, there were many other Toastmasters like Umar Radhakrishnan, like Sudhir Menon, like VP Menon, like Mohammad Murad, like Royston Fernandez, all those people who gave me their heart, who gave me their soul, who gave me their guidance. Their love and support was all Rupa, Vinod, all these people, they're there, Vinod, and so many people, they're all there. But the foundation was all Lakhi Sawlani. And because of Lakhi Sawlani, I enjoyed the glory, the fame, the recognition. Some of the toughest competitors we had from ABN AMRO, I can't remember that guy. We had Susan Nyman. We had all those legends of competition, Nancy Fair. We had some of the greatest speakers. I was competing against the best of the best, and there was no chance for me to win. If you are only the first place winner, you would go through. And Lakhi Sawlani was the reason. We analyzed which socks, which shoes, which lace, which combination of which clothes, what shading, how should I look, how should I appear, how many hours before should I sleep, what should I eat, which side of the stage should I stand, how should I shake hands. Everything was Lakhi Sawlani. Every single thing was Lakhi Sawlani. And in fact, he was the only person, one among the few, who stood by me when there was dirty politics in that started to spread in Toastmasters. When there was this particular individual who, I don't want to take his name, who was heavily involved into politics. When that person tried to destroy my name and reputation, Lakhi stood by my side. Lakhi said, no, I stand by Loy. When people tried to kick me out of Toastmasters, he stood by my side. Today, whatever I am is because of Lakhi Sawlani. And just like me, there may be so many other Toastmasters who Lakhi Sawlani gave his time, gave his effort, gave his blessings, gave his experience. without taking a single iota of recognition. That is Lakhi Sawlani. Lakhi Sawlani for me was like a father figure. He is a father figure. He is a mentor. He's a gift. And today, sadly, that gift has passed away. He is one of the foundations of the greatest chapters in UAE, that is the Dubai Toastmasters. He is a legend, even though he never won a championship trophy in public speaking. He's one of the greatest speakers. He's one of the greatest leaders, even though he lost elections because of, you can't help it, petty politics and all that. But he was a class act. There are some human beings who may not win big trophies and titles. There are some human beings who may not win big awards and recognition and become millionaires and billionaires, but they remain as legends in our hearts, in the hearts of the few people whose lives they touch. Lakhi Sawlani for me is a legend, is someone who defined my career, my life, everything that I am. And today, if I make a living speaking and communicating, it's because of Lakhi Sawlani. Through this video, I just want to say thank you to Lakhi for being such an incredible human being, for being such a selfless human being, for doing so much for Toastmasters, for doing so much for so many people without taking any credit for it. I just want to tell him and his family, he is no more, but his family, we are very grateful. We're very grateful for such a great human being. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to give my deepest condolences to the Lakhi Sawlani family. Please accept my heartfelt wishes, my heartfelt love and sympathy for this loss that cannot be that just cannot be compensated. Lakhi Sawlani for me is a legend, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything, Lakhi.